You, what's up, man? Hope y'all having a blessed one. Back with another one right here. We got possessive girlfriend convinced her man to take his ex-girlfriend life. Let's get into this one right here, man.
What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one, fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. Once you get to a certain age and decide you want to jump into a relationship, for most of us, we already know our significant other has a past, along with us as well. Some people put it all on the table as soon as they meet and get serious, so it won't be any kind of confusion moving forward. Just in case y'all are out somewhere, somebody bumps into an ex, or somebody tells you, like, yo, I know your peoples. Some individuals really don't care though to discuss past relationships. They feel like it's over with and they are now focused on their current situation. The choice whether to talk about old flings is really up to the type of individual you are dealing with. Most of the time, after a few months, you usually know if you are dealing with a calm partner, somebody who is angry, or someone who is kind of jealous. Now, if you have chosen to lay everything on the table, if your significant other can see an ex around town or feels like you still in some kind of way have access to them, that's when things can get tricky. For some, they keep it player. They might know you've been with their partner, but it was before their time, so they are not pressed about the situation. But I have seen it firsthand. In other situations, it can become a problem. Now your partner becomes insecure about somebody from back when that you decided to tell them about. Jealousy kicks in, and if y'all are in the same city and often bump into each other, that jealousy over a past relationship can quickly turn into hate, and things can take a turn for the worse real quick. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Dallas, Texas, to discuss a case of a jealous woman who convinced her boyfriend to get rid of his ex. Back in 2023, Kirsten Cooper was a young lady navigating life in Dallas. Described as outspoken, always smiling, and in good spirits, Kirsten was the light in her family's eyes, and where she was close to everybody, especially her mother, who considered her daughter her best friend. Kirsten was also a mother herself. She worked hard to provide for herself and her kids, but on her spare time, being a beautiful young woman, she also dated. One man who she had met was a 27-year-old named Gabrielle. Gabrielle and Kirsten, being from around the same area, had often hung in the same circles. So they decided they was gonna give each other a chance to see where things went. Some described the two as being a couple. Others looked at it as just a fling, and the two young people, both in their 20s, were just having fun. Their bond would last for a little minute, but eventually it would fizzle out, and they decided it wasn't going to work, so they let it go. Kirsten continued to live her life and focus on her kids, and Gabrielle moved on. He soon found another woman, at the time 26-year-old Briara Martin. Briara was also a mother herself, and her and Gabrielle quickly became exclusive. He told her about his past dealings, including an ex from around the way, in which he was speaking in reference to Kirsten. Briara would sit and listen, but she really didn't care for what she was hearing. It's unclear whether the two women knew each other prior, but allegedly, somewhere in the mix, contact was made through social media, in which Briara was jealous that her new boyfriend had dealt with Kirsten in the first place, and she felt it could still be something between them. As the two women had a brief exchange, Kirsten let it go and wasn't worried about the situation. She continued to move on with her life. On the day of May 19th, 2023, she was spending the evening with two of her homegirls. As the night went on, it was now after midnight on May 20th. Kirsten and her friends headed to a local store in South Dallas. located on South Malcolm X Boulevard. When they pulled up to the location, she stayed in the car while her friends went in. Somehow, at the exact same time and location, Gabrielle and Briara was also at the store. Briara quickly realized it was Kirsten sitting in the car across from them. So she decided she would get out the car to confront her about her previous relationship with Gabrielle. He sat in the car as she got out. She walked up to the car Kirsten was sitting there trying to fight. As the two young women argued back and forth for a minute, Briara called out to Gabrielle and told him to come smoke her now. He allegedly got out the car, walked over to where his girl was at, pulled the gun, and shot Kirsten multiple times through the windshield before him and Briara walked away. Hearing the commotion, one of the women...
Paris and Nicole are reuniting for their next big endeavor.
We decided to turn our famous song, Sana Sana, into an opera.
What?
Buckle up!
When Kirsten came with, ran back to the car, and in a panic, drove her to a local hospital. But unfortunately, she wouldn't survive her injuries. Dallas police went to the location and got surveillance footage. They caught the whole incident. They also received tips for the names of the people involved in the situation. It wouldn't take long before they went to social media and realized who it was. The couple, just 4 days later, they were both located and taken into custody, charged with first-degree murder. Gabrielle bail was set at $750,000, but Briara was given a no bail. After the young mother lost her life to something so senseless, the community came together to host a vigil at a local park. People who knew Kirsten spoke out. Also, other families who had lost loved ones as well. But her mother's voice was the loudest, and she was honest. She stated she was hurt and bitter, asking how she was supposed to explain this to her grandbabies, who didn't understand and kept asking her, "Where's mommy at?" As they were left to grieve, she stated she would hold on to all of the memories she had with her daughter, as she stated she was her best friend. As of now, both Gabrielle and Briara are awaiting trial, and they are both innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Kirsten. I send my prayers and condolences to her family, definitely her kids. I'm not sure what the messages between the two women were all about, or how they ended up at the same store at 1 in the morning. But for bro to allegedly take his ex life because his girlfriend was jealous and told him to is wild. And in my honest opinion, that was a sucker move, that you let a woman tell you as a man what to do. Now both of y'all are facing life in prison. But I'm gonna end this one with a question. Do y'all think it's a good idea to tell your new partner about your past relationships, especially if they are the jealous type?
It depends. It depends, though. But, man, RIP to this young queen, man. We're going to go ahead and end this one right here, man. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hope y'all have a blessed one. See y'all on the next video.